Hey, I was curious about something. What's the legal drinking age in Quebec?
Oh, that's an interesting question. The legal drinking age in Quebec is 18.
Really? I thought it was 19. I must have been misinformed.
No, you're right. In most provinces in Canada, including Quebec, the legal drinking age is 18. However, it's 19 in some other provinces like Ontario and British Columbia.
That's quite a difference within the same country. Do you know why Quebec chose 18?
Quebec, like other provinces, sets its own legal drinking age. The decision to make it 18 might be rooted in various factors, including cultural norms and historical precedents. Quebec has a long history of enjoying wine and beer, so that might have influenced the decision.
I see. It's interesting how different provinces can have varying legal drinking ages. Does this cause any issues or confusion?
It can be a bit confusing, especially for people who move between provinces. For example, if you're 18 and can legally drink in Quebec, but then move to Ontario, you suddenly can't drink legally until you turn 19. It can also lead to cross-border shopping for alcohol in some cases.
I can imagine that could be problematic. What about the enforcement of the legal drinking age in Quebec?
Enforcement of the legal drinking age is taken seriously in Quebec, as it is in all provinces. Bars, restaurants, and stores selling alcohol are expected to check guides to ensure that customers are of legal drinking age. If they don't follow these rules, they can face fines and other penalties.
So, it's not just the responsibility of individuals to know the legal drinking age. Businesses are held accountable too.
Exactly. The government places the responsibility on both individuals and businesses to ensure that alcohol doesn't end up in the hands of minors.
That makes sense. I'm also curious about the history of the legal drinking age in Quebec. Has it always been 18?
The legal drinking age in Quebec has changed over the years. It used to be 20 years old until it was lowered to 18 in 1972. The change was made to align with the voting age at the time, which was also 18.
The legal drinking age in Quebec has changed over the years. It used to be 20 years old until it was lowered to 18 in 1972. The change was made to align with the voting age at the time, which was also 18.
Yes, it has. The legal drinking age has remained 18 in Quebec for several decades now. There have been discussions and debates over the years about whether it should be raised to 19 to match some other provinces, but so far, it hasn't changed.
I can see how changing the legal drinking age could be a contentious issue. It must involve a lot of considerations and debate.
Absolutely. Any change to the legal drinking age would need to take into account various factors, including public opinion, health concerns, and the potential impact on the alcohol industry.
Speaking of health concerns, are there any specific initiatives in Quebec to address underage drinking or promote responsible drinking among young adults?
Yes, there are. Quebec, like other provinces, has programs and initiatives aimed at educating young adults about responsible drinking. Schools often incorporate alcohol education into their curricula, and there are public awareness campaigns that target both youth and parents.
That's good to hear. Education is key in promoting responsible drinking. Do you think the legal drinking age in Quebec is effective in achieving its intended goals?
It's a complex issue. The legal drinking age is just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to addressing alcohol-related problems. Enforcement, education, and access to support services also play crucial roles. Some argue that raising the drinking age to 19 could reduce alcohol-related harm among young adults, while others believe that it should remain at 18. It's a topic that continues to be debated.
I can see how it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Different approaches may be needed to address alcohol-related issues effectively.
Exactly. The legal drinking age is just one tool in a broader strategy to promote responsible drinking and reduce alcohol-related harm.
Well, this has been a fascinating discussion. I've learned a lot about the legal drinking age in Quebec and how it fits into the larger context of alcohol regulation.
I'm glad I could provide you with some information. It's an important topic, and it's always good to stay informed about the laws and regulations in your region.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing your knowledge.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions or want to discuss any other topics, feel free to ask.